It's getting late in the day, so let me tell you. First off, we had the time change yesterday. Oh my gosh. I hate that. Church was nice. We had our big, everybody bring 1 to 3 pieces of art. You know, if you want to have it included in the wall. Yeah, my little potluck of art project. And we got like the perfect amount of contributions. Fantastic. Wonderful. I love these people. Could not be better. Just enough art to really fill the space. And I was right. A lot of people have no problem bringing 3 pieces. They just don't want to have to be responsible for, like, filling the entire sanctuary. So this is awesome. This proved everything. We've got some real talented folks. That's cool. But we weren't ready to install until after a music thing happened. So that got weird. I got 13 pieces of art with some help up on the walls. And 9 more to go. Oofed. I have another person. I've delegated the task of contacting the local university, because they have an art department, I guess, and if those folks would like to showcase some stuff, possibly include a price if people want to buy it. The library does that. We just want, you know, a rotation, a monthly rotation, hanging art. Because those bare walls are so boring. Anyway, that's happening. But as I was leaving for church, there was water coming out of the bottom of the house again. Only this time it wasn't the pipes going in to the fixtures. It was the pipes going out. So we had an old busted drain pipe. And it was just losing water. So my dad has had to fix that. That's taken most of the day. And while we were making hardware stores runs anyway, I talked him into grabbing a bag of lime to kind of harden up, or firm up, and change the moisture content of the soil of our front walk, and a few bags of pea gravel. And we had Bruce pull up the paver stones and put the paver stones back. So I owe him some money. He did some hard work. And I am beat. I'm exhausted. I want to do more. Hopefully very soon there will be baked potatoes. Baked potatoes would fix my day. Okay. I just set up my TV to watch TikToks on it. That's fun. John made entirely too much strawberry banana smoothie. Entirely too much. So I am still working on my half of the blender, which was very unexpected. I have a chopped baker for dinner, because it is dinner time. So, let me peel this back a bit. Underneath all of this is baked potato. This is some leftover slightly barbecue flavor pork shreds, a little tiny bit of cheese in there, and of course butter, because what's baked potato without butter, right? I'm thinking I'm gonna mess around with the TikTok stuff a bit. I'm gonna switch over to YouTube probably, and try to relax. Maybe. Alright, it feels a lot later than it actually is, and it's not very cold out, and it won't be tonight. It's just gonna be rainy. That's okay, because the front walk's redone a little bit. It looks awful, but it should be very functional. I wound up watching the movie Children of Men, because I started to watch a YouTube video, Children of Men Explained by an Idiot. I really like those videos. But I hadn't seen that movie, so I was like, okay, hold on, stop, don't tell me. And I searched it, you know, because I've got a little search button on my remote. Children of Men. So then I tried to find that on YouTube. Anyway, I found a movie on Hulu. And immediately after the movie, it automatically started the show Roswell, which I used to watch a lot. And I know they've come up with a sequel show for that called Roswell, New Mexico. And I keep wanting to watch it, but I never really finished Roswell. Because back in the day it was broadcast. Anyway, I did my Duolingo stuff. I'm gonna go sleep now before I fall over. Yeah, I feel brain fried, but I got the last of the paintings and photographs, art, whatever, hung up at church. I reloaded the little free pantry. Grabbed a few things at the store. I had kind of an early morning, and it's been kind of damp all day. So I'm really, really glad that the front walk got handled yesterday. I couldn't come up with any dinner ideas that worked with my folks' diet, so, gosh, yeah, it's not so great. So I'm making a, like, nacho casserole thing for me and the kids. Don't tell them, but I snuck a lot of good stuff in there. It's not healthy, not by a long shot, but if I can get some vegetables into them, I win. Not enough coffee. Not enough coffee this morning, not enough sleep last night. Can't be helped. There's always more to do. Like editing. It'll be fine. So, a couple cans of nacho cheese. Yeah, it's cans. It's mostly cans, actually. Can of refried beans mixed in. Can of Rotel drained. 2 cans of chicken chunked up. And what was it? Package of Mexican rice. It's not even real rice, it's rice-a-roni. That's partly rice, partly pasta. Whatever. And I got chips, tortilla chips. So it's like eating nachos, but there's actual vegetables in it, and with the rice and the meat in it, that means it's kitchen cabinet casserole. Grab stuff where the flavors can match up. Blend it all. It's food. You're done. That's dinner. Don't like it? Take a turn. I should have my kids. I should have my kids cook more often. They just don't want to. It's not that they can't. Why are all the cows up by the fence? Okay, my kids are loud, but mission accomplished. They like the nachos. They don't know that there's refried beans and Rotel. They just think it's zippy nachos. They're just eating it that fast. Yeah, it's got texture to it, which is different than nachos, but fine. Having a diet strawberry soda. And I'm gonna catch probably one YouTube video before we're supposed to go right back out for driving practice and a soda run. I'm very tired. It's gaining on me. Man, my TV is making my face look weird. So, my evening's been odd. Took Bruce out for some driving practice, but we had John with us, so that got a little out of hand. Everything's fine. I'm really tired. I tried to get some editing done and wound up with, I wound up watching Roswell with John. And it's late, and just when anxiety grabs hold of you and doesn't let go, you wind up with a late night. So I'm probably going to take my meds on some YouTube, and call it an evening. I hear videos. I'm gonna take my meds, shake that down, and then call it a night. Because I have to get up in the morning and drive these guys to school, and I will not be hearing that all night. And I have to take somebody's phone away. Today's the election day for the Texas primary election. We have our big elections every 4 years, but every 2 years in between those, well, every 4 years in between those, we have our primary election. Or, not primary. Midterm elections. I'm not done with my first cup of coffee yet. So I'm out on this county road, going to this little bitty village where my polling place is at. Because I don't like early voting. I like to wait till the day of in case anybody pulls any baloney that would change my vote. And despite the attempts for separation of church and state, this polling place is actually inside of a church because the amount of people got too large for the fire station. Before this, I had to go to the old schoolhouse in another little tiny community. But that building got way too rickety. It's super overcast, so it might just be foggy all day, or it might rain. I don't know. I didn't really pay that much attention to the weather. And after this, I'm gonna go home and try to get a video done. Clear off my phone a bit before it gets bad again. My back is not happy with me this morning, so this sucks. I didn't catch the blood moon eclipse last night, well, this morning. My dad said it was interesting. I guess it's not supposed to happen again for another 3 years. That's okay. It's okay by me. You look carefully. That was a big boot. Okay, I went in, I voted, civic duty and all that. Got my sticker. Somebody needs to run against John Carter. That's all I'm saying. I'll take the John Carter from Mars. Okay, I didn't get my my editing done like I meant to. Whatever. It's dinner time. I'm really tired. I've been helping out with this. The water here has been weird. There's been a lot going on. I'm about to fall over with the ridiculousness. We had so much buildup on the water heater element that my dad had to bust off buildup and then squeeze the two sides of the element back together to get it to come out of the hole of the water heater. So that's been fun and super gross, really gross. Bruce got his very official hard plastic learner's license today in the mail. It's dinner time. And I went a little Jackson Pollock with the ketchup there, but that's steak fries and fish sticks. The internet told me not to compare steak fries to chips, to British chips. But when I actually look at the two online, they look to be pretty much the same stuff. Internet articles lying to me. I am also having, and also making for my dad, slightly grown up apple juice. This is not a hard cider. This is not fermented apple cider. This is a unfiltered apple juice, which here gets called cider, that has had Kentucky bourbon applied to it. Also some winter spice, simple syrup, and lemon. It's really good that way. I don't know what I'm gonna watch yet. Hopefully something good. Okay. Did some skincare. I did not get any further with my editing today, but that's okay because I did make the attempt. And that's better than nothing. It's better than saying I'm just gonna get one more level on this game done and then I'll do it. And then trying 5 times to beat the level. I'm not very good at that game. It's been a pretty easy evening. I watched another episode of Roswell with John. Watched another episode of Breaking Bad. I ate too much. Mostly because of the pie. I'll admit it, it was mostly the pie. I need to get a little stricter with myself, or I'm going to be right back where I started when I started this channel. I take that back. Where I was when I started recording every day, I had already lost about 10 pounds at that point. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna try to be a little more serious with myself. I'm gonna stick to just one piece of pie tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to eat some vegetables. I'll probably have some protein coffee because it keeps me from drinking coffee all day and then feeling starving hungry. If I need the caffeine to function anyway, may as well have some protein in there. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm in the kitchen making some food. I have been in here most of the day cleaning stuff. I've restocked the winter spice simple syrup that my dad's been using for mixing drinks, and I got the stand mixer out. It got kind of gross in storage, so I cleaned it up, and I made bread. And yeah, that's butter. I just ripped this loaf. There's 2 of them into 3 chunks and split it with Bruce and John because they're home now. And now I have to work on helping John get some homework done after dinner, before he can watch any decent TV because he's gotten behind on some things. But first, spaghetti noodles picked up from the kitchen stuff in the gas station, and canned chicken and some Alfredo sauce because Bruce wants chicken Alfredo for dinner. Do you have to tap? It's dinner time. And I just got invited to go to a choir concert in Austin on Saturday night, so that'll be awesome. Okay. Family of choice person. Went to a museum with her recently. Like a few months back. That was awesome. It was, I can't recall the name of the museum now, but that was also in Austin. I was in Bee Cave that day. Anyway, Sprite Zero, because it's dinner time. And spaghetti Alfredo with chicken. Chicken Alfredo, spaghetti. Whatever. Also, I had a big chunk of bread while I was hanging out in the kitchen. I'm gonna find something to watch. I'm thinking Unsolved Mysteries, probably on Pluto. Because I need some kind of distraction. My brain is all out of whack. But something cool did happen. Somebody finally got around to the ADHD screening referral I was given by my doctor in like March, and so I'm scheduled for December 19th. Finally gonna get screened for ADHD, which probably would happen a lot earlier if I'd been in public school for most of my childhood. Didn't happen. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm kind of tired. It's kind of late. I'm tired. I got more things to do tomorrow than I was expecting. But, my day wrapped up pretty quiet. Watched some Breaking Bad. Skipped Roswell tonight. It's kind of whatever. And, the bread I made this afternoon, gone. Just gone. I gotta get some sleep. I got things to do tomorrow. It has been a roller coaster of a day, and it's dinner time. And I look a wreck and I feel a wreck, and that's okay because I was a wreck this morning and nothing slowed down, and that's fine. That's okay. That's just the day I'm having. I live. So, like, there's been some ups, and there's been some downs, and there's been a lot of what is even happening right now. I am, Somehow, without ever running a fever, John has come down with flu A. What we both had earlier this year was flu B, so we are not set up for this whatsoever. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The doctor's office didn't actually send in his Tamiflu like we were kind of hesitant to do, so I was like, yeah, it really helped last time, so I'd really prefer you get it. And I'm calling the pharmacy going, is it ready yet? And they're like, we didn't get anything. Rude. So anyway, I confirmed that it was very helpful last time and he didn't have side effects, so why would you not want the kid to just get better faster? He's got school. So anyway, I then got a phone call back about his sleep study. This sleep study, right? Regarding the tonsils and adenoids needing to come out. Now, bear in mind, I've already talked to him about this previously, about whether or not to share anything like this online. And in this case, it was like, it's a big enough thing and a common enough thing that he was totally cool with it. So here's what's up. First, the folks who did the sleep study sent his sleep study results to the wrong place. So the people who needed the sleep study to move forward with the tonsils coming out, they had to track it down. They had to track down where it went and give it to the right folks. And then the right folks called me. The right folks said, okay, Miss John's mom, let me explain what's going on here. There's a numbered score on the sleep study, and if you have a 1 or higher, that's considered a mild case of sleep apnea, and if you have a 5 or higher, that's considered a moderate case. But I don't recall where moderate sleep apnea stops, but John had a 29. Kiddo can't breathe. So we got scheduled for them to go in there with a melon baller and just scoop chunks out of his face hole right after Christmas. December 29th. It's 29 again. All kinds of stressed over this. But I found a really good deal on the weird zip-off leg pants that turn into shorts that are the only kind of slacks, jeans, trousers, whatever, that the only kind that Bruce will wear. And the pockets aren't coming out because they're actually sewn in this time. But yeah, it's been a lot. So the flu thing this morning, he's texting me saying, since I didn't have a fever, the school nurse sent me back to class, but I feel like I'm dying. My head is splitting. I don't know. So I go pick him up. Take him for a walk-in appointment. I'm like, yeah, he's got a doctor's appointment. We'll be back with a note. Take him out of school. Take him down there. They did the swab thing. It's probably just a sinus infection. Nope. Flew away. I don't need this. I don't. I'm having a big cup of grown-up juice. Big cup of never you mind. This is, picked up a couple of rotisserie chickens at the grocery store because I do not care. Picked up a lemon pepper. John and Bruce pretty much demolished that. This is Italian herb with a little bit of gravy, a little bit of dark meat, and a drumstick, and crescent roll, and some carrots. And I also have a cherry pie in the oven because I am just juggling everything today. I'm gonna watch what we do in the shadows. I'm gonna relax. Today has been rough. I don't know if I can handle another day like this. Some good stuff, some bad stuff, some weird stuff. I need a rest. I really desperately need to rest, and I only have to get one kid out the door in the morning, the one that goes fast, so maybe I can just chill. I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, because my folks are headed out to the cabin. So my weekend's gonna be kind of quiet, I guess. It's gonna be oh, jeez. My weekend just got weird. Of course my weekend would get weird. With my parents deciding to go to the cabin, I guess I need to rearrange some stuff happening for Saturday evening. Okay, great. I swear, it's always something. It's always something. Yeah, not a lot going right. I'm gonna take my meds and call it a night, and I will deal with whatever tomorrow. The November weather has arrived. It's raining and it's crummy. We had a cold front come in shortly after I dropped Bruce off this morning. John is, of course, sick and staying away from me. I gave him some chicken soup and some cherry pie, and that's fine. I've been cleaning up in the kitchen, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I went against the family recipe and made a delicate butter and milk based kind of pastry dough, and I made cinnamon rolls out of it, and those are in the oven now. And I didn't roll it out as thin as I could have, because that's one thing that seems to happen every single time is I look at the recipe and rolling it out 1/4 of an inch thick. We never do that. It is always paper thin. I don't think cinnamon rolls are supposed to crunch. So we'll see what happens. I didn't even roll it out. I just smooshed it out. So it didn't pick up more flour. It was still kind of poofy. John's watching anime. Although he did email one of his teachers. He's feeling okay. Another thing I did was I added a pan of hot water in the bottom of the oven. Hopefully that'll add to the moisture, and I measured nothing. Nothing. I didn't write anything down. I need to get more butter, because if this works, I am going to just live on cinnamon rolls for a couple of weeks, maybe. Okay, so I've been worried about my weight for a bit because I worked really hard to get down to a reasonable amount. And I've been slacking off severely, and my jeans are too tight, and I don't feel great, and all that, right? But I I got on the scale this morning. Not fantastic, but 130.6 is apparently 2 pounds down from where I was a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. So I've actually lost some weight in that time. Not a whole lot, just I haven't hit. I was scared it'd be like 140 or something, because I was stuck at 140 for a long time. But I'm having some protein coffee. I'm gonna, push the vegetables. But if these cinnamon rolls come out amazing, I'm gonna give my kids half the pan and eat the other half myself. Maybe you didn't need the glaze. I'm about to find out. I'm gonna test these out. Looks like the glaze just sank in. This is, of course, after they've been flipped. The bottom was the top. I thought the top was a little too crunchy looking, and then the bottom didn't look quite done. This is not flipping well. Alright, let's see. Sticky. And glaze sank down to the bottom and hit the top as well, so perfect! Sticky, gooey mess. I win. The dog is clearly unhappy because my parents aren't home, but that's okay. He's fine. He's fine. He's also unhappy because it was raining a lot earlier. But it's dinner time, and I'm gonna be watching a whole lot of Batman the Animated Series because Kevin Conroy passed away today, and that's not okay with me. He was the best Batman. And the weird Art Deco backgrounds just float my boat. I don't know what it is. I grew up on that Batman. It's dinner time. I'm having a bottle of Diet Citrus tea and running my heater and contemplating covering up my air conditioner because I got a draft. This is a big old plate of ravioli with cheese on it because I know I said I was going to have vegetables, but whatever. I'm gonna scarf this and have another cinnamon roll. I don't care. Batman time. It's late, and the dog's Benadryl has not kicked in yet, clearly, because he's scratching. It's a bit cold out tonight. I watched a whole lot of Batman the Animated Series, goofed off on the internet, and I'm ready to call it a night. Hopefully I can keep puttering around the house for most of the day tomorrow, since today went so well with like the cinnamon rolls and stuff. Really, bud? Hey? Why is it you only start scratching after the camera's turned on, buddy? The dog would be wherever my folks are at, but they're not here. So he's gotta find the next available adult. He's fine. Okay, I'm very helpful. Tomorrow's gonna wrap up my week nice and fun and not stressful. I'm very hopeful. So we'll see what I can do to keep it in that direction. I've had a pretty slow day. Made some chocolate chip pancakes. Goofed off, ran into town, got some stuff. Came home. Got a bit of a sore throat. And I don't know if it's from running the heat or John gave me germs. I really don't know. Could be allergies. Could be dust. But I'm going to my friend's choir concert and then out to dinner. And we will see if my kids can babysit themselves. So far it's gone well, but this has only been leaving them alone long enough to run into town. I'm not running into Austin. It's less than an hour away. You know, I can be home in less than an hour. Especially if traffic's good. I'm very hopeful that this will go right. They're gonna, you know, eat pizza, play video games. There's pie and a few of the cinnamon rolls left, so should be no big deal. But I still have my fingers crossed because I can hear them loudly talking about video games, even from out here. Kind of late in the day, but I'm at Jack Allen's Kitchen for the first time ever, and the fries look really good. And they're gonna go get me some more hot tea. But yeah, this burger's so big it needs its own knife. Got cold kind of fast tonight, but that's okay because I wasn't really outside for much of it. I did get home around 10:30. And Bruce isn't looking so great. So there's a chance that maybe he picked up what John's got. I mean, he could be feeling better tomorrow. I mean, I guess I'll find out then. We'll see how this goes. I'm just hoping he's gonna feel better by the time the weekend is over, because I want him to stay school on Monday. But I've been pretty successful in staying away from the boys, so I'm not feeling too bad. So I am gonna still go to church tomorrow, but I'm gonna mask up just in case. I gotta say, tonight's evening it was a pretty successful time out. I think I would do it again. Yeah, not too crazy, not too weird. But then again, I wasn't out for too long either. Yeah, the boys were really responsible, and I'm glad for that. Thanks for sharing my week with me.